Welcome to Hall of Fall. I'm your host, Jenny Dove. Today we'll be talking about all things Fall Fest at our school, Hofstra University. We will also be venturing outside the school to see what Halloween spirit is in the air around our local community. Some segments you can expect to see are a look at the Pride Expo, an exclusive Pride Court interview where we'll get a more personal look at the candidates, a wild trip through a haunted house with some of the show's favorite faces, and much, much more. So follow along with us on Hall of Fall. Out in the field, we have Lindsey Lolkema giving us a closer look at the Pride Expo. Lindsey, how's it going out there?
Hi, Jenny. Yes, I am here in the NPR, Hofstra's NPR, where for the past week or so, Hofstra organizations have been in here building floats. You might be able to see a little bit behind me, and later on I'm going to talk with some members of these floats to kind of get a better idea as to what's going on. This is part of Hofstra's Office of Student Leadership and Engagement. Put on this every year, and it helps kick off Fall Fest weekend. Tune in later to hear a little bit more as I talk to some members of what's going on behind me. Thanks, Jenny. Talk later.
Thank you so much, Lindsey. I can't wait to hear more about it later on. She graduated Hofstra in 1998 and was recently honored with the Early Alumni Award. Our reporter Cameron Bowden sat down with Sharon to get an inside look at her accomplishments.
In studio, I'm here with Sharon, who graduated Hofstra in 1998 and is now the co-CEO of Magical Elves. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations on your Alumni Achievement Award.
Thank
How does it feel to be honored in that way?
Pretty surreal,
yeah.
You know, definitely a full circle moment. You know, you make a decision what college you're going to pick when you're young and you never quite realize what that decision means. And I think, you know, to be here, to be having this moment, to be still such a part of Hofstra,
yeah.
And a lot of the programs they have and be connected to it it's pretty special, I think. So
yeah.
It's nice.
Absolutely. I mean, what are some of those key experiences that got you kind of into the industry that you're now really excelling in?
I think the biggest decision was definitely when I decided to move to LA from Boston originally. Obviously, I came here, but then the decision to drive west and venture someplace I didn't know anybody and I had no connections and just go for it. Definitely the biggest decision and the right decision. And then, you know, reality TV didn't exist when I moved there, so it was a lot of trial and error of kind of figuring out what I liked, what I didn't like, what part of the industry I wanted to be in. But that decision, when I was in, I think, independent films for a bit. Didn't love it, if I'm being honest. And reality TV kind of first started to percolate. I decided to make the move and go into it, despite the advice I was getting from other people who were like, "This is a flash in the pan. Don't do it. It's not going to be a real career." I just went for it, and it ended up being one of the fastest growing parts of the business, and I was able to get in at the very beginning as it was growing and kind of grow within the business. So I feel like those kind of two decisions, which were going against the grain a little bit,
sure.
were probably the most defining for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned that you're very involved in sort of Hofstra life. You still stay very connected with our school here. You're also a mentor over at the Hofstra in LA program. You know, how is it like kind of being able to give back to, you know, new students who are trying to find themselves into the industry that you're, you know, co-CEO of a production company of?
I love it. I find it to be super rewarding, but also I get something out of it too. It's very beneficial. I always, at the end of every, you know, session that I have when the new students come out, I make sure I leave 10 minutes at the end, and I want to know from every single person, what are you watching? What platforms are you watching? What shows are you watching? And I'm scribbling as fast as I can. I get just as much out of that. I go back to my company. I go, hey, I just had a focus group of 20 students of this age. This is what they're watching. This is what they're missing. This is what they want. So staying connected to this, you know, the upcoming generations is great for me and my business, but also it's just rewarding on a human level to, you know, all the people that ever helped me. It's you don't forget them, you know, and it's those experiences, to be able to hear from people and how they did it and what they did to get there, it's like it's valuable, and I love to be able to kind of share that and to help students in that way.
Yeah, and the media industry, is constantly changing. You mentioned that reality TV was not a very big market when you kind of started out, and now it's huge. Yeah. What kind of advice or wisdom might you impart on students who are kind of trying to break into this industry at a time of really great change, which is always kind of happening?
My advice has kind of been the same generation to generation, though. It's like you just have to have a lot of ambition and a lot of gumption, and you got to go for it. And nobody's going to kind of hand you opportunities, and it's all about networking, and when you meet people, staying connected and making sure that you're using every single relationship and connection that you have to kind of try and get a foot in the door.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for joining us. Back to you, Jenny.
Thank you, Cameron. Congratulations once again to Jo Sharon on her award. With many other fun fall events coming up, Fall Fest is one no student can forget. We reached out to Dina Massery to get a closer look of Fall Fest, so let's go take a look.
What made you decide to host this year's Fall Fest, and how long have you been hosting the Fall Fest for?
Totally. So I have been hosting Fall Fest since we came back from COVID. So this will be my fourth year hosting COVID. Yeah, because I did 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Oh my God, Is it my fifth year? No, that can't be right. Time's really elusive to me lately. So I've been doing it for a little while now. I graduated from Hofstra in 2010. So it's really fun to get to come back to campus and sort of see what's changed, see what's the same. We also didn't have Fall Fest when I was at Hofstra. So we still had homecoming at the time when we still had a football team. And once they transitioned out of the football team, they wanted to find a new way to have this big gathering. Obviously I'm there to work, I'm there to do a job, but doesn't really feel like work. It just kind of feels like hanging out. It's a huge lift for the university. So I feel very privileged that my day is very chill because the lead up to it is no small feat.
What do you think students could expect this year from Fall Fest?
Well, hopefully if the good weather holds, it's going to be, obviously the games and the rides and everything like that is a good time, but I'm really excited to have all the booths every year. At Hofstra USA, it's had to be inside for the last 2 years, but they usually do the displays outside and you get to go see everybody's I don't know what the theme is this year either, so I get to find out when I get there, and I love going to see all the different student displays. I think it's a lot of fun. There's so many people that participate, and it's really cool to see the different creativity. I actually think, and not everybody is as amped about it as I am, but our cover band, Hello Brooklyn, is so good. They are such a party. They're so much fun. They do 2 sets. They were there last year and the year before, I believe. They're killer. They're just so much fun. They put on such a good show. The lead singer is incredible. They're really high energy. So I love seeing Hello Brooklyn. And then I also really love seeing the student performers. But I think, honestly, the highlight, though, is Crowning the Court. Crowning Court is it's really fun. You get to meet a couple students quickly and get to learn just a little bit about them. And I try and give everybody their 2 seconds of spotlight that I can when I chit chat with them on stage. But I really love Crowning Court. I think that's probably the most fun because people get really excited and they have people who turn out for it. And I really love when people get their friends to come and cheer them on during it. So it's a lot of fun.
I'm going to wrap it up with one fun one. Back in 2010,
okay,
who would, for your own Fall Fest, who would you want the headline? If there was no budget, nothing, who would you want to headline your Fall Fest?
Oh man. Okay, so when we had a really cool concert when I was in school, we had gym class heroes. That was pretty cool. And they were very much in the zeitgeist. I think in that moment in 2010, I'm trying to picture what was honestly, this is going to sound cheesy now, but at the time it was very cool. Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Headlining together. When Jay-Z and Alicia Keys came out with New York State of Mind, that was that, it broke our brains.
That's a fair one, yeah.
Yeah, I think in 2010, if we were given Fall Fest, unlimited budget, yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, totally.
Really
I hope I see
appreciate
you
it.
guys at Fall Fest.
I know I for sure cannot wait to see the hard work put into Fall Fest this year. After this short break, we'll speak with Lindsey Lolkema, giving us an up-close look at the floats currently being built for Pride Expo, so don't go anywhere.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to Hall of Fall. In the multi-purpose room in the Student Center, we've got our field reporter Lindsey Lolkema giving us a closer look of the Pride Expo floats. Lindsey, why don't you tell us what's happening out there?
Hi, Jenny. Yes, thank you. So like I said before, I am an NPR. For the past week or so, students have been in here building floats. Now, what is Pride Expo? This year's theme is mythical creatures, and as you can see on the left, we have one booth called the fairies, and on your other side we have werewolves. There's a bunch of different kind of booths this year. So we have vampires, unicorns, let me take a look, mermaids, what else? We have dragons, all come together, and students put in their pride, their Hofstra energy and spirit to make these booths come to life. And so right now what I'm going to do is talk to two students to see what's been going on. So let me have my first person up. What's your name?
My name is John.
Hi John, it's nice to meet you, and can you talk to me a little bit about what booth you're a part of and what it means to be able to, work on this?
So we are Team Fairy, and what it means to work on this, it's really great collaborating. So we're part of BMES, and it's really great collaborating with sorority. We're not really typically doing stuff with social orgs. It's typically professional, so it's nice to sort of extend our reach and be able to learn about more people and their initiatives and what they do as an org as well.
That's awesome. And what has been your role so far? Looks so far so good. How are you feeling? In 2 days' time, you're going to have to set this up in Pride Park. So can you talk to me about what you've contributed?
Well, I built the structural frame of it all. I also cut down the trees and the logs. Not on Hofstra campus. I would never touch a federally protected arboretum. But I cut down the logs. I put up the hedges. I made the tabletops. And Alpha Phi has been doing a phenomenal job of decorating and making it look all nice and fancy.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, John, and best of luck.
Thank you.
As always. And the goal is to make sure that we're building these floats out of recycled material. So as you heard John talk about, he cut down some trees, he's recycling, he's using materials from the back of a lot instead of going out and buying them. Let's talk to someone from the werewolves team. I have Libby here with me today. Hi, Libby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for joining us on this brief little interview. Can you talk to me about what your role is in this booth?
So I'm DanceWorks Vice President, so Fall Fest is one of my biggest opportunities, and so we've just kind of been working with other orgs to try and put this together. I kind of helped plan it out and figure out what materials to get, and yeah, I've just been here painting things.
That's awesome. And what has been your biggest challenge so far in putting this together?
Definitely, we have a middle piece that's going to go up eventually. It's not up yet. That's kind of been a challenge, is figuring out how to get that to go up and stay up, and yeah, that's been.
And what are you looking forward to most about Pride Expo kicking off this weekend?
I am really excited for my mom to come and see all the hard work that we've put into this and the end result.
And I totally saw you sawing wood the other day. You were doing amazing.
Thank you.
Of course. Thanks for your time, Libby.
Of course, thank you.
Back to you, Jenny, in the studio. That's all I have here. NPR, Lindsey Lolkema signing out.
Thank you so much, Lindsey, for that interview. The floats will be shown off this Fall Fest on Saturday, October 18th from 12 to 2 p.m. Next up on Hall of Fall, we've got an exclusive interview with two members of the Pride Corps. What is that? Oh no, could it be? Oh, it's the Hofstra Hex. Well, clearly this is beyond what we can handle, so let's go over to Bettes and Richie Castronova testing their bravery as well at a haunted house.
Hello, my name is Richie Castronova.
And I'm Riley Bettis. We're here at the Restless Souls Haunted Complex. Here you can find 4 haunted attractions, nightly entertainment, and a Phantom Plaza midway. According to their website, guests can expect to get so much value for their ticket price. It's scary.
But that's not all, Riley. Proceeds from Restless Souls Haunted Complex go towards the West Hills United Methodist Church, one of the few LGBTQ-friendly churches on Long Island. Their goal is to revitalize its youth and help support the small church with a big heart. We're gonna head in there and see what it's all about.
No!
I don't like it.
Right, let's take your mug shots. Can I vogue?
Do you look good?
Shots. Smile, pose. Yes, vogue, girl, get it.
Hi, how are you? Hello. Stop! Stop! I don't want it. Oh my God! You were right, I'm sorry.
You know what happened to laughers?
Oh no. Hey!
Wait, have you ever heard the
Hey! It's still there! Sorry! I forgot to know your name. You didn't tell me your name. Okay! You're still following us! Stop! Get back here! No! It's still following me!
This is my daughter.
Oh, that's nice. She looks just like you.
She has your eyes. Thank you. I can scream too.
Stop, Riley! It's so messed up.
Do you want the house
You're
floor?
right.
I don't like that. Riley, what's your name? Richie.
I don't have.
Richie!
Riley, stop!
Richie!
Don't like it! Oh my God! Richie!
What did he do my name?
Third, second, third floor, and I promise you.
Oh, that's the man! Do you want me to turn the corner?
Yes, please. Hey, cute mask. Coming in.
Loving it.
Loving it.
Oh!
Now you become dinner. To the incinerator with you!
No, we can't be incinerated!
That phone is toxic.
The Restless Souls Haunted Complex is running right now, so make sure to go over there and get your scare before this Halloween season is over.
Well, Riley and Richie are absolute soldiers for facing that haunted house at Restless Souls. Back here in studio, it seems that the Hofstra Hex has taken over. So we'll be back with more spooky content after this break.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Hall of Fall. The Hofstra Hex has taken over and right now it's time to meet some of the Pride Court candidates, Brooke Baker and Ali Demarco. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. It's great to have you on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So we're going to start out with a few interview questions. How much candy do you think is reasonable to grab from an unattended bucket if you're out trick-or-treating?
What
would be your number?
Like a dainty handful.
Okay.
No. I'm thinking
Come
two.
on. Two?
Yeah, you want to make sure there's enough for everyone.
That's very Pride Court of you to say. I mean, what does a dainty handful consist of? How many?
Like very demurely.
Oh,
just,
a demure little.
Like, don't mind if I do.
Oh,
like, kinda,
okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
She's roasting me.
Well, I guess that leads me into my next question. When it comes to candy sizes, which do you guys prefer? Fun sizes or king sizes?
King sizes for sure.
King sizes, okay.
Fun size.
Oh, we're having another disagreement in the Pride Court. My goodness. Alrighty. We'll keep going with these questions.
All right.
When you're trading this just leads into the next one.
Okay.
When you're trading candies, what do you think is the acceptable trade-off? Like if I had an M&M packet, what would be the acceptable trade-off for that nice, lovely M&M packet?
I would say it would have to be Skittles. Like, don't be coming at me with a Tic Tac.
Skittles for M&Ms? That's
yes, because they're adjacent. Because like Skittles is a fruity M&M.
Interesting.
I don't really know what to say about that. Allie, what about you?
Definitely not a chocolate bar. I feel like it needs to be like a chocolate bar with a chocolate bar. If it's like M&Ms, it needs to be like Twizzlers or something of that sort.
Okay.
Not like a pretzel snack?
No.
You know those houses that give out snacks instead of candy? I always treasure that when I'm trick-or-treating. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know. As long as they're not giving out raisins or toothbrushes, we're fine.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, when it comes to trick-or-treating, what Halloween costumes are you guys thinking about wearing this year? Because obviously we're all still going trick-or-treating.
We've talked about it extensively, and I feel like there's a little bit of a misunderstanding. Because we're trying to do that, like, you know that Superman thing where he's like there and he like has the uniform underneath? So who's like Superman's, like, who's he dating? Like, we're trying to figure that out. Because like, is it Supergirl or is it like that like professor-y looking lady?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a big superhero fan myself, so I'm probably not the best to answer this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna be a leopard with a bunch of teachers.
Oh.
Ooh.
But we could talk about. I'm gonna be a Supergirl. I'm not dressing in a business outfit to go trick-or-treating.
I like it.
You know?
You just be Supergirl. Some fun makeup here and there.
Yeah.
Maybe a trip to Spirit Halloween might be necessary.
Nice. I would have a nice one in East Meadow now, so that's good. Yeah.
You know, the thing about Spirit Halloween that always frustrates me is everything is so expensive there. I mean, you could just
true.
buy it on Amazon.
Exactly.
It's true. Like, bring that up. You needed what, like a fake coffin for Pride Expo? I called every Spirit Halloween in Nassau County to get one delivered to Hofstra.
That is very impressive, might I say. Yeah. I feel like people go for the experience, though, you know, more so than the actual purchasing of costume accessories.
That's true.
But what's your favorite costume that you've worn over the years? We'll talk about that for a minute.
When I was a child, I was a pirate. It was amazing.
When I was a child, I was Aurora. Ooh. And I just loved like the little crown, you know, a nice pink dress. That's my go-to.
You give very Aurora vibes, the blonde hair.
Thank you.
Do you like to sleep a lot?
I do.
Sleeping Beauty over here. All right. Is there any Halloween costumes that frighten you guys out on the streets?
Out on the streets, I would say I don't really like the Scream mask.
You don't like the Scream mask?
No.
And why is that?
Because it's just like, it's basic, and I feel like it's overdone. It's like redundant.
That's very fair. Well,
it's true.
I'm going to have to agree with that. Hopefully not too scared to paint some pumpkins.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
At least they're not jack-o'-lanterns. Our Pride Court contestants will be painting a mystery Halloween character on these pumpkins, and I'll be reading off of a poor description about the characters, so no need to worry. Every 15 to 30 seconds, I'll be dropping another hint here and there. And if none of you can guess who the character is, then I guess I'm going to have to decide who has the best pumpkin drawing.
Okay.
So let's begin.
Sure.
Your first hint is that it is a clown college dropout. So here, take your markers and get cracking. A clown college dropout. What would that look like? Do you guys have any ideas in mind right now currently?
Totally.
Okay.
We'll find out.
We'll see it. I'm excited to see. Who do you think is the better artist here out of our two?
Definitely Allie. She's a teacher.
Okay.
I have the teaching.
Got the teacher background.
Yes.
So
Alrighty.
Clown College.
Clown College dropout. Your second hint, because it's been like 15, 30 seconds, has beef with sewer systems.
Okay.
Okay, now I don't know if you guys have seen many horror movies.
Yes.
This happens to be one of my favorite horror movies. I feel like, I'm trying to think. Another little hint here and there. There was a big trend on TikTok with this specific movie. So that's a big hint in itself. If I heard that, I would know exactly what it is. Alrighty. Your third hint is that it's a balloon salesman. Part-time child snatcher and a balloon salesman.
Oh, I know him.
Any clue who we think that could be?
Yes. We can't say it yet, right?
No, we cannot say it yet. No, not yet. We're not going to give it away. And I have to see the kind of art that we're coming up with here. I'm kind of blind right now. I can't see either drawing, but I'm very excited to see the results. Child snatcher. You know, that's a great title for a villain
horror film.
in a horror movie. All right, your fifth hint. My bad. I would say this character really needs chapstick. Like, just really needs to.
Okay, he's chapped. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
I might need a little lip smacker here and there. You guys ever use lip smackers growing up?
No.
I don't know.
I think I had an entire collection. I think I had all 50 flavors or however many there were. All right. I'm gonna say your last hint.
Does he
that
have
I'm
a
gonna give you
nose?
today. You gotta wait for my last hint.
Oh, sorry.
Your last hint. It refers to the act of murder as floating.
Oh.
So if that's not giving it away, then I'm gonna say you're probably not gonna get who this character is. But I'd say that's a pretty good clue.
I'm missing some cool
You have
things.
5 seconds left,
Okay.
and then I want to see both of your creations.
I'm so excited.
All right, you ready to turn them around?
Okay. Yes.
Markers down.
Okay.
Chefs, show me your work. Oh wow. We might have to show these to the camera as well. Cheat these out. Oh my. We've got some art headed our way.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong way.
Here we go.
It's
good.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is hysterical.
I don't want to discriminate against art because art can never be wrong.
It's
but
true.
I might have to go with our teacher candidate over here, Miss Ellie Demarco, who did a phenomenal job.
you.
You'll float too.
Yeah.
I look at this and I think you float too.
Yeah.
Is it you'll float too or you
I think
float too?
I think it should be y'all float too. Like you see,
Y'all-
I tried incorporating
y'all float
floating.
too?
I drew a balloon and then I put it
I did a sewer. I did like a little green smelly thing coming out.
I see. What was the first thing you guys put on here for your drawing? Did the first clue give it away?
Yeah.
It did give
the
it
white
away.
circle was like the face.
Okay, that is
So-
fair. That's very fair. I feel like when you're drawing clown faces, you gotta include that on there. Allie, what was the first thing you put on your?
I tried to make like the hair because the hair is like crazy, you know. I didn't really know how to show the clownness, so I put a little white on there, you know, the white face paint.
Alrighty, that's fair. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you want to see more behind the scenes content on Hall of Fall, check out our Instagram page at the Hall of Fall at Hofstra. Don't let that Hofstra Hex get to you on the way out. Thank you for watching, and that's our show.
Can we keep the pumpkins?
I don't